The Kingdom of Georgia, nestled between the Black Sea and the Caucasus Mountains, experienced a period of unparalleled prosperity and cultural flourishing during the 12th and 13th centuries, an era largely defined by the rule of Queen Tamar. Tamar's reign, often referred to as the Golden Age of Georgia, witnessed remarkable advancements in art, architecture, literature, and diplomacy, solidifying Georgia's position as a dominant force in the region. Born in 1150, Tamar was the daughter of King George III, a ruler known for his military campaigns and attempts at reform, and Queen Tamar II. The early years of Tamar's life were marked by political instability, with her father's reign plagued by internal conflicts and external threats from neighboring empires like the Seljuk Turks and the Kipchaks. George III's attempts to centralize power and implement legal reforms met with resistance from powerful aristocratic families, leading to frequent rebellions and power struggles within the court. Tamar's mother, Tamar II, was a woman of considerable influence and intelligence, providing her daughter with a rigorous education in diplomacy, governance, and military strategy. The ascension of George III's son, Vakhtang III, to the throne after George's death further destabilized the kingdom, as Vakhtang proved to be a weak and ineffective ruler. Vakhtang's inability to maintain order and his reliance on capricious decisions created opportunities for powerful nobles to challenge his authority, leading to further political fragmentation. Recognizing the dire situation, George III orchestrated a remarkable succession plan, appointing both Vakhtang and his daughter Tamar as joint rulers, hoping to provide stability through shared power. While Vakhtang held the formal title of king, Tamar's intelligence, political acumen, and growing popularity quickly made her the de facto ruler of Georgia. Initially, Tamar skillfully navigated the complex political landscape, balancing the interests of the nobility while gradually consolidating her own authority. However, Vakhtang's attempts to undermine her influence and restrict her power ultimately led to open conflict and a decisive shift in the balance of power. In 1189, Vakhtang was overthrown and imprisoned, effectively ending his reign and paving the way for Tamar to assume sole authority as Queen of Georgia. Tamar's coronation as queen marked a new era of Georgian history, characterized by strong leadership, ambitious foreign policy, and a flourishing of Georgian culture. Her reign was not solely a product of her own skill. She possessed a brilliant council of advisors, including the influential Chancellor Shaladze and the monk Arsen. Shaladze, a skilled diplomat, advised Tamar on foreign policy and helped to forge alliances with neighboring states, strengthening Georgia's position in the region. Arsen, a respected religious figure, provided guidance on moral and spiritual matters, reinforcing the importance of piety and justice in Tamar's rule. Tamar's foreign policy was characterized by a combination of diplomacy and military strength, aimed at expanding Georgian influence and defending the kingdom against external threats. She successfully negotiated treaties with Armenia, Seljuk Sultanate of Rum, and the Byzantine Empire, securing Georgia's borders and establishing trade routes. However, Tamar also faced challenges from hostile powers, including the Khwarezmian Empire, which launched devastating raids into Georgian territory. Tamar skillfully used both military force and diplomatic maneuvering to repel these attacks, safeguarding Georgia's independence and territorial integrity. A key moment in Tamar's reign was the conflict with the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum, a powerful empire that controlled much of Anatolia. She allied herself with the Georgian prince, Liparit II, to fight against the Seljuks, leading a personal military campaign deep into enemy territory. The Battle of Bashardiklar in 1204 was a decisive Georgian victory, weakening the Seljuk Sultanate and securing Georgian control over strategic territories in the south. This victory solidified Tamar's reputation as a formidable military leader and bolstered Georgia's regional power. Beyond military and diplomatic achievements, Tamar's reign witnessed an unprecedented flourishing of Georgian culture and intellectual life. She was a generous patron of the arts, commissioning the construction of churches, monasteries, and palaces, and supporting talented artists, poets, and scholars. The Ketavan Church in Adskra, the Narikala Fortress restoration, and numerous frescoes and illuminated manuscripts are testaments to her patronage. The Chronicle of Queen Tamar, written by the Georgian historian Chachavtse, provides valuable insights into her reign and the events of the era. Georgian literature also reached new heights during Tamar's reign, with prominent poets like Shota Rustaveli completing his epic poem, The Knight in the Panther's Skin. This masterpiece of Georgian literature explored themes of love, courage, and chivalry, and remains a cornerstone of Georgian culture. The reign of Queen Tamar also saw the expansion of education and the establishment of schools and monasteries, promoting literacy and religious learning. This emphasis on education contributed to the intellectual vibrancy of Georgia and fostered a sense of national identity. Despite her successes, Tamar's reign was not without its challenges, including internal disputes and the growing influence of Mongol forces. The Mongol invasion of Central Asia in the early 13th century cast a shadow over Georgia, as Mongol forces began to encroach on its borders. While Tamar successfully defended Georgia from initial Mongol incursions, the threat loomed large, and the kingdom braced for a major conflict. Her son, George IV, played an increasingly important role in military affairs, preparing the kingdom for a potential confrontation with the Mongols. Queen Tamar died in 1213, leaving behind a legacy of remarkable achievements and a thriving kingdom. Her reign marked the zenith of Georgian power and cultural influence, earning her the title King of Kings, a testament to her remarkable leadership. Although Georgia faced challenges in the years following her death, foundations laid by Queen Tamar continued to shape the kingdom's destiny for centuries to come. Her story has been a source of inspiration for Georgians throughout history, and her reign remains a symbol of national pride and cultural identity.